Hello my Convicts and Convicets, just a designer of Convict, bringing you guys and gals just another quick update. Sorry, apologies for the slight lack of videos. Obviously, with Rio being off for the remainder of the last of the week, kind of spoiled things in terms of what I was planning to do, so it's kind of thrown everything through a loop. However, going forward, this is kind of the plan. I know I've probably spoken about the plan so many times now, but yeah, so obviously, like I said, when Rios is off school, which is obviously going to be off from Friday onwards up until obviously it becomes obviously until after Christmas or whatever time after Christmas that they go back to school, which I don't know what that date will be. It'll probably be something like the 1st of May, or no, the 17th. Hold on, I'm just trying to look on here and see if there was a school closes for Christmas holidays, yeah. And then they open on the 3rd of January, so about the 3rd of January. So up until that date, we'll obviously have a little bit of a issue where Rio's going to be here obviously all the time. So what I'm going to plan to do obviously is do recordings, but I will probably look at doing live streams as well. It'll probably be maybe Monday, like twice a week maybe. I might try and do a live stream until obviously we go back, which won't be too long before we're back anyway. But just do like a couple hours, maybe from about 11 o'clock onwards, if we can, while he's sleeping. Depending on, obviously, on what days. Some days might be a little bit different to others, because depending if Catherine's here, like she's at work now. So for me, like tonight, I can get some recording done. And then obviously from there on. Also, I have just ordered the Netduma R3. I have kind of grinded my teeth, stomped my feet into the sand, and halted myself for so long. I am a little bit disappointed, because I feel like the Netduma 2 didn't really get the chance, or maybe it was brought out and it just wasn't good enough. I don't know, but it was just kind of odd that they brought out the R2 in the way that they did, and then we've not really had the R2 that long, and now they're on to the next one, and it's like, why is they just like had one and now they've just jumped into another one, which was kind of odd, kind of strange. However, at the moment, it is on a discount, so if you are interested in Netduma R3, I would probably recommend getting it as soon as possible anyway, due to the fact it does go up to over £200 after the discount, and at the moment it's only 180, so it's not super like insane expensive, even though it is kind of expensive, and I don't really have the budget for it. But I've taken a plunge and I'm gonna stick to it. I'll stick to what I do. And obviously we'll get the new Netduma R3 coming very, very soon. I've just ordered it tonight, so obviously however long it usually takes to get here, probably a couple of weeks. And then we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's going to be one of those kind of things where I'm just like, okay, I'll order the bugger, I'll get it come over, and we'll see what it can do, because apparently it's got many, many good features in it that will actually help. And obviously a lot of people have been doing a lot of testing. Even I had a chance to do some testing on the idea of the hardware. That's why I was kind of like disappointed a little bit, because it felt like the hardware that they were kind of testing it was on the R2. So what were they testing the software on? Just, you know, I have my things. I'm a very brutally honest person, and I'm going to stick to that. To me, it's the same shape. It's the exact same looking device. Just looks like they've just upgraded maybe the innards. So they've gone like from a PS5 to a PS5 Pro kind of thing. Idea. I don't know, you know, like the ins and outs of the difference in the spec. I'll have to have a look when we get it, and I'll give you my brutal, honest review on the device when it comes. But I took the plunge because obviously I want to do better in games, and I want to make sure that games are as consistent as possible. And with the issues with Call of Duty as well, anything I can mitigate on my side that will remove any issues if there is any, which I've not seen any as such, apart from obviously with waveform.com saying apparently that under load the connection isn't good for low latency gaming or for that kind of aspect. But to hit my whole thing and drag it down to 90 just to get a good hit detection just doesn't make sense. I'm losing all my speed, my download and upload speed, for the sake of just having 90 megabits per second, which does not make sense to me. I don't think, to be honest, the waveform.com is as accurate as what it makes out to be. And I just feel like there is a little bit of inconsistency which is going on there. The thing for me is anything that's web-based, I always feel it's not 100% legit anyway, because web-based, there's always going to be room for error. If it's something that you download on your computer and runs from your computer, runs from your internet, your connection, then I can understand, like, for instance, the Ookla speedtest.net. If you go on there, there's actually an app you can download, and it downloads onto your computer, and it doesn't then use the web-based, it uses the app that you download onto your computer, and then you run the connection from your connection. So it's running from your connection to give you what speeds you're getting and stuff when you're actually doing your speed test, which I think is a more true version of what it's doing, rather than, oh yeah, I am, logging into this router to the server, and then that server's running a test for me, which doesn't quite make sense. So we've got the R3 coming. Whenever that comes, I don't know the date. They've not emailed me yet. I've just ordered it just now, so obviously that's going to be a little bit before they order it. But I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to what some of the things that they talked about, where they've got apparently application where you can steady your aim. It will keep your aim steady and stuff and things like that. Obviously, with the other tech that have done, the geo-filtering obviously is always going to be helpful, keeping you on a consistent ping to what you would prefer it to be, and just see how we go. So yeah, that's my thoughts and feelings. I'll let you know, give you my very brutal, honest review. So if you are kind of half and half to whether or not you want the Netduma R3, then obviously I'll give you the heads up to whether or not I feel that it is a yay or nay for the device. And whether or not obviously it's good, and you'll obviously see the proof within the pudding anyway regarding to the gameplays, to whether it actually makes any like bigger or substantial difference to the way that I play games and the way that it runs anyway. So we'll soon see if that actually makes a difference or an effect. We'll put it under its paces and obviously do a lot of running and testing and stuff to see where it's at and how it fares and stuff, and then we'll go from there. So yeah, so if you definitely like the idea and you want to help support the channel, please feel free to do so. Consider joining the channel. It's just $1.99 gives you access to emotes, badges, giveaways, and hopefully charity work in the future. Also, for my elites, there's a couple of changes on there as well. You may see a couple of changes happening in regards to the thing. Let me just stop him before he starts this washer. No, don't start the washer. Turn it off. So, leave it off, darling. Leave it off for now, because Dad's got to take it out. He's got a terrible knack, haven't you, of turning my washer on. He turns the washer on. He knows how to plug it in. Well, it's the way that the washer is. It's like a fixed plug on a wall, which is just a switch. He knows how to turn it on, so he turns it on and turns the dial, and then turns the washer on, and he does it all the time. So it's like my washer goes off like 4 or 5 times a day, and it's not washing anything. It's just him turning the washer on. And no matter how many times he's like, no, Rio, don't do that. No, Rio, don't press. He presses and turns it on. There is a lock function, so that's my fault. I should just put the lock function on, and he won't be able to turn it on and off. So I'll have to do that, thinking about it now, using my brain, my big boy brain, because the amount of electric and water he must waste is just literally washing nothing, or he's washing the same clothes again and again and again. It's like one set of clothes can get washed like 4 or 5 times per day. It's like, hang on, I need to take them out. So hence why I've just turned it off now, because it's just finished the wash. That he's actually washed twice now. So I want to get them out and get them ready to go on the radiators and stuff. Anyway, I'm I'm sidetracking. He's sidetracking me. So yeah, Elites, there is going to be a few changes. I am looking at doing some new badges and stuff. Again, I'm going to retry and do some more badges. So keep an eye out for that. Also, I've updated the terms of what I wanted to give to my elites because I keep saying it on the channel, which is obviously the giveaways, the charity work, emotes, badges and stuff. I forgot what I say now. You know the old spiel, but it's going to be like giveaways, the badges, and obviously the shouting out my elites. I shout out my elites quite often. I want to try and get something so I can have elites at the end of each video saying thank you to all my elites, and then have listings of names rolling down at the end credits for end of videos. So it can be set as a default sort of thing. Things like that. So there's going to be those kind of things going on, and obviously appreciating my elites and getting codes out to them and stuff so that they can enjoy playing cool games and stuff and things on Steam, or if I can do bigger giveaways in the future, like giving away codes for hardware or software and whatever. So yeah, if you want to help and support that, please do. It's just $1.99, gives you access to emotes, badges, giveaways and charity work. All of that has been listed. Obviously priority in games as well, so if Elite comes along and I'm playing a game which is multiplayer and they want to join in, Elites can join in. They get to join first because they are obviously part of my Elite squad. They get priority over obviously just regular subscribers. But if there is spaces free, obviously subscribers are free to join in as well. So I try to keep it open as possible. Obviously going on in the future, there may be a little bit different for just normal subscribers. Might even be slightly different for elites, depending on how many we get. Because obviously we'll get to a point where if I got to 100,000 subscribers and a good portion of them are elites, then obviously it's going to be, how am I going to, work this out? I'll probably do like a, not like a spin wheel kind of thing, but like a generated thing where it knows the people. I'll probably find like a generator that will pick out 3 people at random who have asked and have it where they can all sign up by putting their names in and whatnot, and then it'll generate, and then once they've had their turn, it'll take them out the list, and then so on and so forth. So each person gets kind of get a turn and try and do as many people as we can. Just bear with me on that, or I might even change it from that to something else and take that feature away. We'll see. We'll have to evolve it, because obviously as we get further on and get more people, I don't want to disappoint people and have people leaving because of, oh well, I pay for this but I can't get this offer or I can't get this deal, and I don't want obviously that to be something that affects. So long term there will be some changes to that, so bear with me on that. Anyway, I'm going to leave it here. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, check out the channel. Please like this video if I can ask for one thing. And maybe even join. It's $1.99, gives you access to emotes, badges, giveaways, charity work, priority in games, and then obviously giving away these Steam codes and stuff and all that in the future. Once we get enough people, we are getting a few more people each and every day, so hopefully we can get a few more and then we'll carry on from there. So salute you, and yeah, bye for now.